Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Software. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of this KWA Originals Scarlet AR47. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting and subscribing, because those interactions help the channel get seen by the YouTube algorithm, helps the channel grow. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, my Discord and socials are down below, or if you want to really support the channel, the join button should be below the video. 99p a month to be a channel member, custom videos, custom giveaways, your own chat section in the Discord as well, totally optional, really appreciated. So massive thanks to my good friend Tommie then, that has let me unbox this for you, or for him, on behalf of him, for the channel. Full disclosure, this has been taken out of the box and skirmished for a day by Tommie, so it is a little bit bedded in, but we still get the overall gist and feel for it. So it is another one of the KWA Originals that's come out then, which is the polymer body, and we've got specifically the Scarlet model. There it is on the end of the box. Other than that, the box is fairly standard and plain, nothing wrong with that, just, you know, nice looking box in general. So flip the lid and there she is. So this is the AR sort of 47 type, so we'll get that nice red mag out now. I'm not sure how this is going to come out at editing, but on my phone screen while I'm recording this looks a lot brighter than it actually is. It's a little bit deeper than it's showing on my phone screen at the moment. So get that out, some nice foam in there. Now there is usually another little parcel in there that has got QD attachment point, which we saw with the E4, which you can put on either side, so you've got a point to attach a sling. Also has two adjustment tools, one most importantly for the VPS. You've obviously got a little bit of a manual and a sticker in there as well, and a couple of side rails as well, M-Lock side rails. Now, getting this out, it is a really nice piece of kit. It is really nice. I'm quite liking the. At first I wasn't sure about this sort of styling at the back, the way that it kind of slants up, but the more I have them and hold them and use them, the more I really like it, and it's really growing on me as just a really nice design. I love the length, nice, short, compact, feels really nice. If I pop the stock a little bit, that for me, at that first position, there are just technically three positions. So there's all the way out, there's a mid position, and then all the way in. That mid position, I actually find is absolutely perfect to get into my shoulder for me. I like that sort of really close, intimate, sort of really nice tight shape grip. To be fair, as lovely as this is that it's included, excuse me, I actually prefer grabbing round the magwell, as a lot of people tend to do, and it's probably not the best practice, particularly if, in fact, if you are a real steel shooter, please let me know, you know, is that something you should avoid doing, grabbing round the magwell? I'm guessing it is, but I don't know. I'm not a real steel shooter. So, start at the front now. We've got our metal muzzle brake, a little bit of a mark on it. Tommie, you've done that playing. It has got a little grub screw underneath, which you will need a T6 screwdriver for, or Torx bit, to remove that grub screw, and then it's a negative thread. So, what would normally be the tightening direction will remove this. Coming back then, we've got our M-Lock handguard, so we've got a few rails on three sides there to be able to get some rails on or accessories, and it comes with pre-fitted this really nice, actually perfect length M-Lock vert grip. I possibly, for my own personal preference, would move it back a little bit further so it's a little bit closer to the magwell, because that's where I prefer to grab it. But the fact that that's included, it's usually something that a lot of people put on anyway, is really quite nice. I'm quite liking that. We've got the charging handle then, which locks back the dust cover, which we'll come back to in a second. I will release that for now. And we've got our long top rail that runs the entire length with a slight break there where the handguard meets the body. But you've got plenty of room there to accessorize to your heart's content. So, moving on to the body then, I've got the polymer body. So I've got Cal 6.00, KWA branding, we've got a serial number on there as well. We've got the fact that it's a KWA Original Scarlet V1. The pistol grip is particularly nice, and it's moulded into the lower receiver. Really nice, no sharp edges like you can sometimes get on an AR type pistol grip. Selector, probably, you know, it does click into place, but it's possibly a little bit lighter than I would hope it to be. As you know, you want that sort of, need a little bit of force to get it into place, just to feel like you know it's in there. But it is ambidextrous, which is quite a nice option. We've then got the dust cover, so charging handle, which can be removed and flipped to the other side to be ambidextrous. So there we go. Locks open and accesses the rotary style hop unit, which I found for my own personal use of using the KWAs. Their hops are pretty damn good, actually, to be fair. I've been really happy with them. We've then got an ambidextrous release to release that bolt cover. So we've got one on this side and one on that side. So we just click it down, or we can use the button on this side. So I'll press it and it just releases it. Just gives you that access to the hop without having to hold an extra charging handle open or anything like that. Then we've got, so closed, the magwell. Then it is unique proprietary mags only. It will not take anything generic or anything like that. It's proprietary mags only. So that clicks in really nice and authoritatively. There is maybe 1 or 2 mil wobble, which is absolutely fine. You know, sort of, that's going to happen, but it's not anything that you would particularly notice. What I do like is that there are 3 ways to remove a mag. Way number 1, this button here removes the mag. Make sure if you're handling the empties, you push the follower back in before you put it back in, because I don't want you to break it. Clicks back in. Way number 2, the thumb grip, like on a G3 or an MP5. Again, follower goes back in. And way number 3, we've got a button on the other side, traditional mag release side, to grab it and pull it out. So you've got, you know, even if you are confused mid-firefight, you've got 3 different ways to grab that and remove that. And I do like that accessibility option, that you've got 3 different ways. The mag doesn't go in like an AK mag. When it clicks in at the front and back, it's just like an AR mag, straight up and in. No messing about, no faffing. Really like that. They've included a straight trigger with a nice angle bit at the bottom. Again, nice little touch. Something that a lot of people go for anyway in their KWAs is a bit different, nicer trigger. We've obviously got these 2 screw points on the back, which are also QD points, to put the quick detachable points on there for slings and things like that. And then we've got the stock and the battery compartments. We talked about the stock having 3 positions. We've got fully collapsed, midpoint, fully extended. Really nice, solid, pretty much no wobble to it at all, as you would expect. And then the battery compartment is the one place that I think it lets itself down a little bit. Is end cap comes off and we've got quite a limited space. What they are doing now, which is nice, is they're putting a Deans on it, which is quite a nice thing for me, that, you know, so many of us now are on Deans and running Deans religiously. That is exactly where it should be. So a little bit disappointed, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do my own chrono range test and rate of fire test, and then I'll come back. We'll see where we are. We'll have a look at battery space as well by default, and let you know what I think. So max 333, minimum 331, average 332, so pretty consistent. About 13 rounds a second. Ooh. About 23, 24 rounds a second. So back from my shooting and everything then. So with no hop on them, with a 0.2 gram BB, we're getting a variance of 331.2 to 333.9 FPS. That is a damn tight grouping. That's probably better than any of the previous KWAs I've had in terms of like sort of range of FPS values. That's really, really nice and small range. Excuse me. The range then was easy 45 plus meters. I felt like it was sort of, it did take a lot of adjustment to get to the point of 0.25 stopping. There is still more adjustment in there, so I suspect 0.28 wouldn't be an issue either. And historically, they generally recommended 2.5s or above in KWAs. But I was easily hitting well over 45 meters. I would say it's probably 50 meters plus. It's probably even safe as well. So again, really happy with that. Nice and competitive. In terms of rounds per second then, on a 7.4, not forgetting this is obviously running at UK FPSs. So running about 13 to 14 rounds per second on a 7.4 volt. Now, I can't do the NIM types anymore, the 8.4 and the 9.6, because those batteries are just completely dead, and I didn't realise properly until today. So I will get some in future for other unboxings, but this is only going to focus on those two lipos. And then 11.1, it really came alive, and it, you know, put a massive smile on my face. So getting about just under 24 or just around 24 rounds per second, really absolutely just sort of hammered out. It really sounded good and felt good as well. I felt like it really came alive at that sort of point. And to be fair, they are internally designed and built for the American market, which predominantly run 11.1. So you're not really going to do an awful lot of damage by running 11.1. Okay, so in terms of battery space then, again, we are kind of limited. You're not going to get my usual sort of batteries in there. So what I've got is I've got some little diddy batteries that I've got. So I've got a Giant Power 1000 milliamp 7.415C. Now that, I'm hoping, will actually nicely sit in there along the bottom, sits in there, and then I can curl the wires around quite easily, and that will fit in there without any problems. The other 7.4, I don't think, no, because the wires, even bent over, are going to be in the way of the end cap. The 11.1 I've got then will more than easily fit in there. Again, 1100 milliamps, you probably, depending on how trigger happy you are, I'm really trigger happy, you're probably going to need at least 2 of these to last you a full game day. But that will fit easily in there and give me space to get the end cap on as well. Get those out of the way. So, gloved operation then. Get this back on. In fact, do you know what? Why am I not doing this? So again, thanks to Lawrence on the Discord for suggesting this to me. It's a great little suggestion, and a lot of people find this useful and helpful. So in terms of the battery in stock then, I can get that in and out easily, probably manage through a battery change even with the gloves on. The stock going in, just use my chin a little bit. I can easily adjust that stock, getting that going. There we go. Quite happily with that. Obviously, I did forget to mention a battery extension is probably a good idea if you don't want to have to buy new batteries, but you want longer ones in there. Either the AirTech one or a 3D printed one would be absolutely fine. In terms of the mag then, easily going in. Any of those 3 mag catchers I can do without any issues whatsoever. In terms of the charging handle, I can operate that. Now again, we've got the usual thing. Oh, actually, now when you click in the hop, there is a tactile sort of like click, like notches being clicked up. Now you probably can't hear it, but I can feel it through the gloves. So I could probably, I dare say, I could probably adjust this quite easily, even with gloves on. So mid firefight, that makes hop changes a lot more easy and a lot more handleable and manageable. Quite like that. So I'm happy with that I can operate that. Can get the battery in and out, can do the hop, do the mags. Everything is all good. So sort of coming down to the brass tacks of it really. I've never hidden the fact that I do like KWA stuff. I think it's really well built. I think it's solid. It can be a little bit expensive at times. These are coming in at sort of 240, 250 pounds, and they're really good value for money. The performance, I will definitely say, I can agree, is better than the KWAs that have come before them. You know, there is not the need. This has still got the stock hot rubber in it and shoots lovely. Range is excellent. The rate of fire is really good. It is just a really good piece, and the weight, there is a nice heft to it, that you know you're carrying something, but it doesn't feel ungainly or unwieldy like it's going to be a chore to carry it all day at all. It is a nice weight. Excuse me. It is a nice weight, and you know it's going to feel great. The mags are about 120 rounds. I think they're 120 round mags. The 7 I've got for my RN47, which is the big sister to this one, fit and feed lovely. Possibly need new springs because a couple did get left loaded for a little while. That's definitely not my fault at all. But just a fantastic piece of kit. They are well worth looking at. They're so much fun to use. Really nice, just solid pieces of kit, and really good value for money as well. So I hope that's been useful to you. I hope you have enjoyed that. I've enjoyed it immensely. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.